Well, hello there. It's me. I'm back once again to do the thing I know best, and that's rate things. I am back to rate the new tier lists for the upcoming tier. The rules of this list are as follows. It's my opinion, and whatever I say is correct. If you have a problem with that, then you can please contact my lawyer, that I definitely have, and he will get back to you saying you're stupid and dumb. So, he won't actually say that. He'd be pretty nice if he was real. Anyways, let's go on and look at the tier lists. Tier sets. We're not actually doing a tier list. Actually, it's just not a thing. I'm just gonna say my opinions on these based off how they look, and that's it. I'm just kind of elongating the time at this point. I need friends. Okay. Death Knight. So Death Knight looks pretty... It looks okay. The bat theme, this looks like it would be like in Castle Nathria because of the bat shoulders. The like ridges of the belt are pretty cool. Glowing eyes, always a plus. We always like glowing eyes. This of course would be more frost looking. This almost looks more like a warrior set in a way. This color scheme and like the vibes it gives, I feel like it would almost be better if it was like a cloth set, if that makes sense. But like this like sort of lighter purple on like plate, it doesn't look as good, but I do general color scheme with the like pale and then the purples and the golds looks pretty good. Pretty decent final set, silver. Again, kind of warrior Death Knight-y. And PvP colors, man. I think this is like by far the best looking of the colors for the DK. This one is almost like more... I mean, that one's pretty good too. It's definitely... doesn't really fit any of the spec vibes of DK, but... I mean, this one, obviously, especially if you're Blood. Obviously, if you're Blood DK, this set looks awesome. But, of course, it's a PvP set. Overall, I give the DK set solid B. It doesn't do anything crazy. The bat shoulders definitely elevate it a lot. Now, that's the case with a lot of tier sets where the shoulders are amazing and the rest of it's just okay. Like, I know Shaman had a tier set somewhat recently where they had, like, wolf shoulders, like ghost wolf shoulders that would, like, move and stuff. And that was, like, that alone made the tier set very cool. So, bat shoulders, you're doing some weight. Other than that, you know, somewhat. Also, the gloves. Gloves are pretty cool. I really like the... My current transmog in game is actually Warlock Aberrist here because I like the spiky fingertips on gloves. So, and this Death Knight has that too. So, honestly, this color, A tier even. Honestly, just because I noticed that too. I think the main thing that puts it down a bit is I wish the helmet was something else. And these parts like not being plate, like the little like leather, like the cloth, like underguard, whatever you call it. I don't really particularly like that, yeah. All right, moving on. Demon Hunter. All right, so my guys are just not wearing shoes. Interesting. Kind of shoulders with like the shoulders. Honestly, are very boring. They just have like two roots coming out of them, but beyond that, they're just two big slabs of metal. I like the theme of having both the hands and the feet. Just kind of, I don't know. You're just kind of like fell energy over you, but you're not actually wearing anything. It's interesting. And then the helmet it's just a skull with horns, which yeah would be kind of cool, but I mean we've seen a lot of that. And these colors are very weird. Like this is a very strange color. Now this is probably going into the... I'm assuming there's a third Demon Hunter spec coming in 11.2, so this color would go very well with that. And the lava color I actually really like. I actually think this looks way better than the fell color for some reason. And usually I really like the dark red and black. This color just looks weird. But honestly, the like more magma, like this looks like a druid. Like Druid of the Flame, and these look more like roots. Like if this was like, it's like a druid crossed with a demon hunter with like Druid of the Flame type vibes. Sure, it's not super demon hunter-y in that sense, but I think this color's, I think, my favorite. I think this color I'd put like a solid B+ or something, but every other color just doesn't really do it for me, except like this one's pretty good just because I'm a sucker for blacks and dark reds. even though it's more silver and dark red. But yeah, nothing... Some of the colors... This tier set's wild, because some of the colors will just straight up look awful, like this one. Just look ugly in this one. But then some... The colors do matter a lot. Like, again, this one's pretty good. I think it just doesn't really do anything particularly noteworthy, though, but it's not, like, awful either. And this color's like B+, but, like, this color I put, like, D. It's crazy how much the colors do for that one. Okay, Druid. This looks like a... Okay, I think this would look better if it was like on a Tauren. I think it's the fact that this is on a Night Elf. This does not look good on a Night Elf. It very clearly seems more Tauren-y with like these symbols and the wood decor, and just how woolly and stuff it is. It just does not give me the Night Elf vibes. I do like the hanging tusks and the symbols. Yeah, it just seems way more like Horde-ish. I think it's not even Tauren. Maybe like on a Troll 2, I can see this working pretty well. I have New Rhubarb Palace music playing, which is kind of distracting me, but it's fine. Yeah, I don't really like that color. I think part is I don't really care for the colors very much. I think for once my favorite color is this one. This one looks more like it's an actual like kind of tribal uniform like the first two. This one's hard to rate. I think on a Night Elf it's like a C because it's just pretty... Just doesn't look right. But again, I feel like on a Troll or Tauren, this could work. It's not bombastic, like super bombastic or exciting, but it is also Druid. Theirs tend to be more... I don't want to say grounded, but you know. Not bad, but... Yeah, it's like, I think on Night Elf it's like C+. Other races I could potentially look way cooler. But yeah, this guy wearing it just kind of looks like a goofball. I don't know. Evoker. So obviously Evoker you never really see, but with that said, Evoker, I'm pretty sure last this tier or New Roar Palace tier, their set looked awesome. You just never saw it because they're being a damn lizard the whole time. This looks kind of stupid. I'm just like, this helmet looks so nonsensical. The shoulders are like okay, but kind of bland. The belt gives me similar vibes with the DK set we just saw. The gloves just feel like they're trying to do too much. The giant ass, like huge boots are just kind of funny. This color looks like a little better if you ignore the stupid blue part of the dragon. I'm not looking. I think if you ignore the helmet, like if you covered this guy's face, this wouldn't look as bad. And if like the arms were covered, I think that would help. I think the red color is by far the best, but I think it just looks pretty silly. Like, why are the boots so huge, man? Like, good God. I don't know, that one's like, I give it like a C+. It's like, and that's only because this color helps a lot. I think if otherwise, like this, if it was just like these earlier colors, like, that doesn't do it for me. I didn't even see the PvP colors. Now I think that orange one earlier is the best. Yeah, it's not doing it for me, sorry. Alright, Hunter. I feel like Hunter hasn't had a good one in a while. Okay. My first thought is this looks like a mage. I think Hunter always has a problem of... It's kind of hard for them to make a tier set that really looks like Hunter. It always ends up looking like something else. I think the runic like symbol, like the little glowing symbols, are definitely adding to it, not looking super Hunter-y. I mean, this one's pretty basic. This color looks pretty cool. Almost makes him look like a winter soldier, so to speak. Like a, I don't know, some cold warrior or something. PvP colors don't really do it for me. I mean, this one's meh. I think this is like a C. It doesn't really do anything super exciting. I can see the vibe. It's like a more mystical Hunter sorts. Funnily enough, I think this one could look better on like a Night Elf, just because of the general vibes it gives. But yeah, I don't really have much input here. It's pretty basic. There's just not a lot to comment on. Like it's meh. It's okay. And then we have the actual mage with the good old fancy wizard hat that the top curls into feathers. That's wild. There has to be a fire version of this. Okay, so here's the closest fire version we have. I kind of wish there was a more like orange fire version. I think the feather part here would look better if it was like a more orange fire. Oh wow, you have like a fell. That's kind of cool actually. They have like a fell mage. Like kind of like Kel'Thas colors, sort of like with fell combined with like red and orange. That's pretty good. That's a very cool like vibe they went with there. This is pretty good. Lots of feather motif. It's like fiery glowing feather motif. Obviously, you have like a spec you can use. You have like arcane frost colors, and then more like voidish, even like fell and fire. So this is pretty good. I get this like a solid like B plus. I don't know what's really preventing it from being an A for me. I think if you took away the feathers, it'd be pretty basic. But I mean, that's kind of a silly criticism because like that's what makes the tier set clearly is the feather motifs. So. Like I think this color is like really cool. This is a really cool vibe. The feathers like underneath kind of look worse. I think the music stopped. It's fine for professionals here. I think the under part for the fell looks kind of weird, but overall it's cool. Yeah, it's a cool set. It's a cool set. I'm a fan. I don't know if I'd want to wear it, and I feel like this with all the feathers and stuff. This could very much depend on the race if this looks good or not with the hat and stuff. Considering mages can be anyone, but decent overall. Pretty good. Monk. I feel like Monk is very rarely is Monk like exceptional. The shoulders are pretty big. The shoulders and giant wrist blades are kind of weird for Monk. I actually kind of like the headpiece, like the mask under mask. The fact there's like a thing around, and then inward you have the like metal clasp with teeth, and then you have the cloth part covering. I think that's actually a pretty cool headpiece. And then the little like cloud sort of symbols here and stuff is cool, and like a little swirly on these and like the tab eye. I think that's what this type of footwear is called. I don't know, the big clasp just kind of look weird. Weirdly enough, I feel like this set would look better without the shoulders and wrists. Like, I think this would actually look better if it was simpler and he just had like the bandage hands and stuff. So I feel like you can maybe combine some stuff with this set to make it look better. But honestly, as far as monk sets go, this one doesn't look bad. This color's pretty good. See, this color I think actually looks better with the glowing parts. I was maybe focusing too much on this one color, but ooh, the golden mask. Yeah, I honestly, for monkey. Oh, and I just realized the back. Yeah, has like the cloud motifs too. I actually don't think this is terrible. Maybe definitely gives more like Brewmaster. Well, it doesn't really, like more Windwalker or maybe vibes or something, but pretty good. You get a B, sure, monk. Paladin. Okay, once again, shoulders putting in work. We have the really cool like horse shoulder pads here with like the spike that looks like it's coming out of the horse, and then like another horn. It's almost like a rhino shoulder pad in a sense. Shoulder pad's pretty amazing. You have the big flowing hair coming out of the top. The belt with the more horse motifs. The cloak design on the back's pretty cool. I think it's weird how outward the hand clasp like goes out, but this is pretty good so far. I definitely want to see the colors for this one. That color's not look right. It almost looks like some emerald like dream like warden or something. And of course here you just look like a Death Knight. But honestly, it's a pretty cool. This is like some Dark Rider vibes. I think this color's pretty good. The red and gold is pretty good. The black hair, honestly, kind of. I know the Reese parts are black, but I feel like the black hair would be better if it was like a different color. So the one thing I was looking for was I feel like this set would go hard if you had a hair part where it was like golden. But it's all like blue. Like I think this one has the best like normal colors, but the super blue hair just looks a little too blue. Like it looks I feel like it should be more muted blue like this, like the cloak parts. Okay, yeah, this one's also pretty good. The white hair, I think, yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for. I think more muted colors overall, and sort of a darker part with the. I think the red's pretty good. I think this paladin set's pretty good, honestly. I don't know what the popular consensus is on any of these, but I think this one's pretty good. I think honestly my favorite might actually be the first one, just because I think the default colors with the blue do look the best. I just wish the blue hair was a little less vibrant. I think it actually looked better. It was like closer to the color of the rest of it. But pretty much all the colors are pretty good too. I think this is like a solid A. Solid A. I think that's a pretty good set. Priest. Wow, well, what kind of... Okay, it's like a weird glowing effect. That's probably like an active part in the game to really get the... Right? We have some like crazy like spiked clasps coming out of the hands, and then some giant ass like wrist looking thing. Looks very huge for some reason. I like the design of this chest part down here. It's pretty cool. And obviously the shoulders. Really crazy looking shoulders. It's like the spikes going up towards its glowing orb. That's pretty cool. This color's fine. I'm not sure if the blue really fits it. Definitely more like voidish vibe. I'm not sure how I feel about the purple here. I feel like it would, like, you have like the more standard like dark blue void, and then you have lighter purple, and then you have like blacks too. It's kind of an interesting combination there. Yeah, same like orange. So they have like they have like a different color for this and the front part and the sides and the bottom. Doesn't look bad per se. I think the back actually looks very good with this color. This is good, cool like vampire-esque color again, like almost castle gives me Nathria vibes in a sense. So I love my dark reds. I'm a sucker for dark reds, and also kind of voidish. Pretty good set. I don't think it's amazing. I think it's like a B. It just doesn't do anything that's particularly like standing out for me. Yeah, the shoulders are neat. The shoulders are cool, but I don't know. I don't really care for the helmet. And then just some parts of this, like the hands and stuff, just aren't doing it for me. But I think it has some strong points to it. So Rogue had an amazing, I think it was this tier, like one of the best tier sets ever, like the Skull Ghost Captain. So it's hard to measure up to that. Okay, honestly, I think the Shuriken belt's pretty cool. I really like the potions like clasped on the front. Oh, and you have the little Shuriken motifs. Oh, you have like Shuriken motifs on the wrists and also on the boots. I almost feel like it almost feels overdone with how much they're going to like the spike and like it's not all shuriken-y, but how spiky it is. Like the giant spike parts on the shoulders. I know we all like our crazy shoulders. Oh wow, that's a pretty cool color. I don't think this color works. I just don't care for that one. Interesting. This is like a like lighted blue, not light blue, like muted blue. I'm using that word a lot. And the red stain almost makes it look like bloody in a way. That's a pretty good color. I don't know what this color is going for. That looks kind of weird. I think this color is pretty. This color is really good. PvP color. Again, it gives me kind of like some kind of winter ninja. I think decent. Rogue is historically like always is like up there with coolness for tier sets, so they have a lot. It's hard to be like a really good Rogue set. I'm always a fan of headpieces that just you don't see your face and it's just kind of like menacing and edgy. Like I like that stuff. What can I say? Rogue, you get like a B+. Not quite an A. I don't know. Maybe it is an A. Like, yeah, it's fairly simple. But I don't think I can put it A. I think like a B+. Honestly, I think the shoulders are a bit much. Again, I think this would actually look a little better if it was a little less going on in some parts of it, as weird as that sounds. But it's good. It's good overall. I think like my favorite color is honestly like the winter one, and then like this like blue one. Yeah, it's like the second one and the last one. Shaman. I actually don't remember, because I looked at these briefly before. I do not remember the Shaman one. Okay, we have another one with a almost gives you similar to the mage, giant like feather, like glowing part involved. Only it's not clearly feather. It just looks like glowing crap. I like the fur being used in parts of it, like the fur from the boots. I actually really like these boots. The fur on the sides. The belt looks kind of... Yeah, we have some runes with the belt on the shoulder. And, of course, the head mask is kind of neat. I don't know, it's a bit much having this giant-ass glowing thing coming out of your feral wolf mask, but I mean, you know, it's fine. I don't think that looks silly. I think the blue set makes it look silly. Red set is pretty good as well. And this is one where I think it looks better, like with less color going on the blue. More like demonic. Yeah, this one gives good vibes. Second PvP color I feel like is almost always a banner. I actually think the first one and the last one are the best. I actually think the first one might be my favorite. I think just the brown fur colors make it pretty good. I think, weirdly enough, I think I'd like this more if the giant glowing thing on the head wasn't there. And it was just like a wolf mask. I think I would like that. It doesn't look super shaman-y, but I think without that, it would look like a pretty cool like tribal warrior type vibe. As a shaman, I don't know. Obviously, like some other sets might be better then, but I give this one a B. I like the fur parts a lot and the runic symbols on certain aspects. The fact that the cloak is all like stitched together with the fur at the ends. I like how much they're leaned into that. So this one's like B. This one's like, yeah, B+. Honestly, pretty good. I haven't found any... I feel like when you look at any of the comment section, anytime on any of these, and it's always full of like, oh my god, another bunch of ugly tier. I mean, granted, that's WoW. WoWhead's like the most negative place on the planet. But I feel like this is one... And usually I'm like mixed. I feel like this, so far, I haven't found any like I strongly dislike. Like looking at them like closely. Like I think the one I liked the least was obviously we have some more to go. What was the worst one so far? I think it was, yeah, Hunter. Hunter's pretty meh. Hunter and Evoker are pretty whatever. Druid was also, but Druid had the big asterisk of I think just Night Elf being bad. Even Hunter, remind myself, Death Knight, yeah. Alright. I don't think we've had any like huge stinkers yet. Grant, I think the WoW art team is like always good. Like that's never... WoW art team's never the problem. Warlock. Whoa. Alright, I'm a sucker. I know I said I'm a sucker for heads that are fully covered. I'm an even bigger sucker. I mean, you can tell from my I think my YouTube profile icon, as well as the Void Heart set was kind of like my avatar for a while. I think it still is in my YouTube banner. It might be. But I love like headpieces where it's just like a portal or some like quite like this, like a portal, like just like energy or whatever. Like a Void Heart set. Void Heart set is historically like one of the coolest sets. It's from Burning Crusade, and I still think it's like one of the coolest sets. Let me hold that thought. This is going on a while. I can talk about the most stupid crap for so long. Oh, and I like the eye. Now I play a Warlock, so I might be biased. But if anything, that means I'm more critical, because I actually know what I'm talking about. And I swear to God, why is it that YouTube just breaks sometimes? You have to like restart the music 15 times. It's just not okay. There it goes. Jeez, I need background sound to talk. So yeah, we have the runic symbols in the front. Cool. You have like the class like eye book on the side. I think that's what's going on there. Yeah, it's like a book with an eye on the side. So that's cool. I'm not sure I honestly care for the hands having this like shield on the side of it. That's kind of weird. Like, why is that? That's kind of weird. I don't know why that's there. I guess it's providing protection, but obviously the head having these humongous horns combined with like spikes on the top and the like portal into the netherworld, and then right beneath that you have these giant spiked shoulders, which doesn't, let me just say, does not look like cloth at all. This does not look like cloth even remotely. This looks very like mail and plate on parts of this, so you know, that's a thing, I guess. This, I mean, granted, I have just mentioned Voidheart, and Voidheart has like floating spike things, so I mean, what? Who cares? I like these hanging things. The eye in the center that almost looks like it's looking upward into the portal, and the hidden like, and there's an eye on the back too. So they're doing lots with the like the eye symbols. You have the book, the one in the center, the shoulders. The bottom part's a little not super excited, but I don't think it needs to be. The eye on the back's kind of wild. I mean, you honestly don't even like need that, but I think this one's definitely want to see the colors. Okay, we have the darker green. I actually think I like the first set a little more. I don't know, it kind of depends. This one's pretty. This one's good too. Oh, this one looks awesome. It is honestly similar. This is the more similar Voidheart, of course, because it's purple. But man, that headpiece looks so good. Yeah, I'm digging it. Oh my. Oh, and this is oh, that's like interesting colors. We have like red and like the big like obsidian horns, but then it's like more orange and gold on the rest of it. That's a pretty interesting color. I think pretty much all the colors are pretty good, honestly. And then PvP. And this one's probably the least cool color. Oh, I love my dark red. Oh, and this one also, I like how the runes are separately like a more brighter orange, but then the eyes are dark red. And the horns. Dude, how hard is it to get PvP sets for Transpog? This color looks pretty great. I don't know if it's cool enough for me to wanna, because again, I don't know how hard it is to get PvP set. It's not that much cooler than like this one, but I do love, again, I love the dark red, like almost more sinister lava vibes. I'm just gonna say, I mean, Warlock stays winning. Warlocks always like hit on their tier set. I like how the headpiece is, of course, just awesome. It has similar things about the set I'm currently wearing that I like. Horns on the head, the mask is covered, but this time we have the full portal vibe. Honestly, it even has the spiked fingers, which I like about that set. I don't know why I like the spiked like finger covers on tier sets, but the fact that we're getting that again. Honestly, I think the only thing I don't really like is the shield part still. Even after looking at all the colors, I just don't think that fits. That's the only thing, like, bring it slightly down. But every other part of it's like, it's really detailed. The portal is just so cool. The eye motifs is cool. There's like a little book on the side. It's great. Just so, you know what? Sure, give it the S tier. Is it like S tier in the grand scheme of tier lists? I don't know. Maybe. Who cares? But for everything I've seen so far, yeah, Warlock stays winning. I mean, I don't even know if I'm going to need to like farm for this one. Or like do PvP. For one, I don't want to touch PvP. So unless this set was like, this color is really cool. I mean, that is a cool color. But honestly, this color and this color are cool enough. And I mean, I think this is the only tier set where every color looks awesome. Like every color is a hit, except maybe this one's like the least cool. So it's kind of odd with the green and the purple. Warlock game raise up. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. So Warrior, I think, is a bit excited to see me. I don't blame it. Okay. So this set obviously would look better in game because this is probably has physics attached to it, so probably like hands down. And so in the model viewer, it's just T-posing or whatever. But I do actually like the little chain motifs we have going on here. From the back, this guy looks like a freaking like automaton. Like all the spikes and stuff. as well as some more little chains down here on the boots. Very much looks like a steel-clad, like, extremely heavy wearing this. This looks like, makes you look like Arcane Golem sort of deal. That color's just kind of like, I don't know, basic, kind of fellish. It's like icy, like almost like a Ghost Warrior stuff. This is your Death Knight Warrior set, which does look pretty badass. I actually like that color quite a lot. And I think that's all of them. Honestly, I think Warriors are also pretty good. I think the first color is probably the second best, but this color is just like, again, I'll keep saying it, dark red plus black, I'm a sucker for it. I think this is an A. I think this is pretty good. With this color specifically, it's an A. Now, that's the problem. That's a problem because that's the PvP color. So, yeah, but I'm just going to rate it based off the color, I think, for that color. All the other colors, it's like a B. And yeah, there you go. Warlock is the best one. Once again, go Warlocks. Honestly, I think the tier set we just had was also cool. It was like very demonic and like fleshy almost. I think it was cool. I honestly already forgot the Narubar set was not good, but also the Narubar Warlock set was very clearly not suited for a male orc. Yeah, but yeah, I think all these tier sets are pretty good. Paladin's good. I think like the top three I think are like Warlock, Paladin. What was the other one? Was it Mage? I don't know if I put Mage top three. What else was there? There's like one other one I liked. I like really liked. Death Knight. I think if we're counting this color specifically, then Warrior's top three. But again, that's the PvP color, so it's kind of weird to say that. I think the two... And again, Shaman, I think, is like... I think this color is honestly I really like. Rogue. Priest pretty good. Yeah, I think if I had to just pick, like, best, it's Warlock and Paladin. I think those are, like, the outstanding best ones. Mage is close. I'm trying to think if I had to put a third for top three, which would it be? Probably Death Knight or Warrior. I forgot how cool the freaking bat shoulders are. Yeah, it's like they're top four: Warlock, Paladin, Warrior, DK. So pretty much all the plate classes in Warlock. I mean, I don't think any of the others were really like horrific. Worst is probably Evoker, which makes sense. And then Druid's like a question mark because I want to see this on other races. Anyways, there you go. I don't know how I got 33 minutes out of this. I just kind of felt like rambling into the void, and that's what I did. So, hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you in 10 years for my 11.2 boss tier list review. Have a good one.